come up with me. 1, 2, 3.
Coming up to reception, that's coming to reception. Thank you.
Right, guys, ready? That's it.
You've reached the point at which you're going to go, yes, I'm going to sign this.
I contain it now.
Look, I think let us first of all invite the mayor of Harrow, first ever Jain lady as a mayor in the country. Am I right? So, Jai Jinendra, I will come into Krami at once. There are so many councillors. Everybody knows Bob Blackman. He is a member of all Indian Hindu community all over UK. Harrow is just a part of it. And this terrorist, come here. This is the leader of London Borough of Brent, Mr. Councillor Mohammed Butt. Where is the leader of Harrow? It's a very important job. Since Sachin took over the job as the youngest leader of Harrow, he has been losing weight every day. But you people and other councillors also, genuinely we are proud of you. You are the bridge between the community and the country. And this country is a fantastic country. Rekha, I won't say much. You should start few words because in spite of Navin, who is the first ever Indian who was a member of London Assembly, and you have been trained very well by your wife.
Thank you. Very nice to be here. This is 7th Mela, I understand. And C.P. Patel and George have been instrumental in organizing this. I've been coming here for I think 7 years. And it's all good for businesses, community. So we are very pleased to be here. Look, we've got leader, we've got MP, London Assembly member and all our councillors. There's Harrow and Brent. And Barnet. Sorry. And Ealing. God. It shows that the popularity has increased so much that people are coming from all over. So enjoy these 2 days. All the best to all the stall holders. And I've just come back from Harrow Civic Centre. So if you have time after lunch, maybe pop in there. Plans for the new Civic Centre. And I want to say something about Harrow Heroes. So if you know anyone, please nominate volunteers for Harrow Heroes. So I've got some cards and some pens, but I'll leave this with CB. Nominate people for Harrow Heroes. But I've got some pens to give away from Harrow Council. So we do give away stuff. But thank you for inviting me and enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As a matter of family unity, we'll ask you to speak through 2-3 minutes.
Well, good morning, and it's really good to have such a large turnout. And what's been happening for 7 years, courtesy of Asian Voice Gujarat Samachar, is this tremendous gathering, Anand Mela, a gathering with joy, where we have businesses, we have various other support services, we have food and all kind of kiosks. We are grateful for all of this to C.B. Patel in person, as well as George and his team, because this is more than just promoting businesses. Promotion of business is very, very important because this is what our Indian Asian community thrives upon. The contribution we make, economic, the diversity through the kind of businesses that we have is important. But at the same time, this is about bringing communities together.
This young lady is a councillor.
West Harrow, Councillor Marika. Councillor Sasikala Suresh, Harrow Councillor.
Councillor Nagisnala Collindale, Councillor Barnet.
Councillor Nitin Parekh from Harrow. Councillor Krishna Suresh.
Up until last month he was the boss of Harrow, he was mayor also.
Councillor Amit Jogia from Harrow.
Councillor Aisha Raza from Ealing.
Councillor Hitesh Taylor from Ealing.
Councillor Mahek Patel from Brent. Councillor Rina Mithani from Harrow.
Councillor Matthew Kelch from Canterbury.
Councillor Kanti Rabadia from Kent West.
Councillor Ajay Maru from Harrow.
Councillor Kiran Ramchandani from Harrow.
Councillor Michael Borrier, Queensbury Ward, Harrow.
He is a deputy mayor and he has booked for me on 11th of April 2048 is going to organize my crematorium. Which I am in charge. What's your name, sir?
Bhagwanji Chauhan.
Now, before I continue, the people of this country are so good, in Harrow especially. They gave us Bob Blackman, who is one of the most active Indian MP, and I'm so grateful you are here, Bob. Would you like to have a few words with my community, please?
Jai Shri Krishna. Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be with you. If you've got money in your pockets, there are stalls where you can spend your money. If you've got credit cards or checks, they'll take those. And we know that the property industry in India is booming. And upstairs, you can buy a property, just a small deposit. In fact, £1,000 will put a deposit on a property in India. And after the referendum on the 23rd of June, we will see the property industry in India boom once again as the links between India and the UK become tremendously important. India, the third biggest investor in the UK, the third biggest investor in India. And the relations between our two great countries are growing ever stronger. So for all of those of you that have made this your home, India and the UK has a tremendously bright future together. And it seems as if you can see from councillors from all over northwest London coming here together. When CB asked us to come, we dare not say no. So thank you all for coming, thank you all for listening, enjoy the 2 days. If you've got time, just remember, Wales play this afternoon, England play this evening, and the Irish teams are playing during the week. Get behind the home nations, get behind England, beating Sri Lanka at Lords today as well. Let's enjoy the Queen's birthday and say thank you, Her Majesty, thank you to Prince Philip for literally a lifetime of service, not only to the UK, but the whole Commonwealth. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm glad you said, but before I go on Her Majesty's event, because there are two leaders, but we come before H. So leader of Brent, who is not a good friend of mine, he's not a Gujarati, but he's a nice man.
First of all, can I say a big thank you to the Mayor of Harrow for attending today as well. It's not protocol to acknowledge the Mayor of Harrow first. I want to say thank you to CB and for organising the event. It's a great event, and I want to say thank you to Bob Blackman, and I want to say thank you to every single councillor who's here today as well. It just shows the commitment from everyone. The only name that you guys need to remember is Mohammed Butt. That's my name. Look, in Brent and Harrow, Ealing, Barnet, right, well, we're here for one thing, and that's to help the residents, right, that we are in our respective boroughs. Right, you guys elected us, we're here, we are your voice, so anything that you guys need, please don't hesitate to contact us, right, because without your voice, we don't know what you want, we don't know what you need, we don't know how we can help your children. So please always make contact with us, because we will be able to do what we can for you. And this event, it just shows, right, what can be done, working together. I was upstairs taking a look at the properties. Well, people complain about affordable housing here. Well, I'm telling you, there's truly no affordable housing up there. 15 crore and all this kind of stuff. My friends, I can't afford that. I don't know if you guys can. Right, but it just shows what tremendous opportunities are available in India. So make sure you make every opportunity available to yourselves, to your children as well. I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Look, I have a problem. I'm a Patel and not a Shah. The Harrow is owned by Shahs, Gujarati Hindu Shahs or Jain Shahs. The member of London Assembly is a Shah, the mayor is a Shah, the leader of the council. Is there any special bills for becoming so important? But this man, Sachin Shah, is doing a fantastic job. Very young man. Go on.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, Mo, Bob, all councillors, and thank you, Stevie. You say I'm losing weight. I'd say it looks like I'm losing weight, and I'm certainly, it shows I've bought some new clothes and it looks like I'm losing weight. It obviously is working. Thank you all for coming today. I think when I look around at today's event, it tells me all I need to know about Harrow. Harrow's diversity is shown in the people here today. Harrow's great community spirit is shown by people coming together, and the work that CB, Asian Voice, Gujarat Samachar have been doing for a long time. And everything that shows, there is some great stalls. I had a quick look around, some really interesting clothes, jewellery, and lots of really good food as well. You can't come to this Mela without having some of the excellent food, so please make sure you go along to that and see the houses as well. Bob talks about after the referendum, the links between India and the UK will grow. I think they're really strong now. I think they are phenomenally strong now. We have seen from North West London, the councillors you've got here, the point that CB Patel makes about the Shahs taking over Harrow Council, taking over North West London as well, hopefully in Brent sometime soon. The links between North West London, between the UK and India is so great now. It's because of the work all of you are doing, and it's because we are in Europe and we are able to work together with our colleagues across Europe that allow this country's great links with India to remain. That is exactly why we do need to stay in Europe, and I hope that is how you'll all be voting Thursday next week. So thank you all, thank you for inviting us, thank you CB and all the work you do put together. Thank you all for listening to all these speeches. I know you're really here to cut the cake and then go to the Mela, so we'll let you get back to that. Thank you all, and the community here is always welcome. We want to help you in the council, so if you do want anything else, I'll give you one other name to remember, Sachin Shah. If you want anything else, please get in touch. We want to help the communities in Harrow. Please let us know. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Look, there are two more things. There were so many councillors and other leaders. I wish I can ask each one of you to speak, but do for me, let me favor. I'll give you my card, write about 300 words each, all the councillors, why you are here. What was the first thing I did? Find out my faults. I'll publish exactly what you write. Amongst all the community, by the way, those who are standing, those who are shopping keep on spending money with the shops. Those who are standing, if you come down here, want a nice photograph. When the cupcake is cut, I want to send to Buckingham Palace also. So please sit down here, let's fill up all the chairs. But Kanti Nagada, Kanti come here. Kanti is the person who is the running community center for Sangat Community Center. Thousands of people have been helped. Kanti, you are the person who has helped our publications and community so much. Why don't you take 1 hour to speak?
Thank you, Mr. C.V. Patel. Madam Mayor, there are only 2 people on this stage who are not councillors. One is me and the other one is C.V. Patel. Oh, sorry, I thought 3. Anyway, સજ્જનો અને સન્નારીઓ, આજે 7મા મેળામાં આપ સૌનું સ્વાગત છે અને આપ સૌ વતી હું ગુજરાત સમાચાર એશિયન વોઇસનો આભાર માનવા માગું છું. આપ સૌ વતી એમનો આભાર છે કે આપણને છેલ્લા 7 વર્ષથી આવા સુંદર પ્રોત્સાહન આપે તેવા મેળા કરે છે. એ ઉપરાંત ગુજરાત સમાચાર ઘણા કાર્યક્રમો કરે છે જેમાં આપણી કમ્યુનિટીને લાભ મળે છે. થેન્ક યુ સીબી. મારો 1 કલાક પૂરો થઈ ગયો. થેન્ક યુ સીબી.
Where is George? George, will you also come on the stage? Before we do these things, I want George, for George is indispensable for any peer. Don't try to pinch him. I'm a normally non-violent person. Anybody touching George, I will very. You have your phone, then you go back to the
I mean, I don't give any speeches. I just want to request one of our exhibitor here who has come all the way from India. He wants to say a few thank yous to people here. At the same time, say a few words. Let me just request Samit Biswas to come on stage, please. Samit. So first, Samit, would you like to say a few words?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to be here, and thank you to George and Mr. Patel. We are in the right place, the right platform, the right people. So we have my colleague Shubhro, who is here, who is going to introduce you about us. But beforehand, I also request George, because we have small mementos to present for the key people here. So I just hand over to George, and then we will go ahead to the next session.
Can I have Rekha to come forward, please, and Samit to hand over a memento to Mayor Shah.
Look at me, look at my body and smile. Don't be so serious.
Now may I request Dr. Bala from the Chartwell Group to represent Mr. Mattu's team here and receive the memento, please. Now may I request the team from Seeds of Innocence, Dr. Gauri Agarwal and Rajit, please to come and receive the mementos.
Okay, what do you say? Okay. One more.
Thank you. Now may I request Merit Life Sciences and Dr. B.D. Chatterjee to come up on the stage, please. Thank you. Then we should be forgetting our very own C.D. Patel. So may I request Samit Chatterjee, Samit Biswas to hand over our advertisement to the C.D. Patel. Thank you, everyone. That's all about our memento distribution ceremony. I again welcome all of you to please step into the Health and Wellness Expo and see whatever we have in offer there. There are plenty of effort which has gone in to bring a big delegation from India. There are a lot of reputed doctors who are upstairs. You can go and visit their stalls and consult and take your discussions ahead. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This project is very important. So when it's done, for the children, have a very big tapping. देखा मैंने भी granddaughter से आवे हाँ आप practice करना उसे but then all these things everybody knows how to do that.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.